So now we got to talk about what the team needs, what everybody's team needs are going into next year. T Killer, you kind of already answered this, but go ahead and do a little bit more detail. Talk about what and why y'all need it.
What Skip Bayless do? Offense. We need offense. We need to move that ball, man. Honestly, are we gonna talk about the draft?
Yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah.
okay, all
We,
right.
we just want to save it to them.
Yeah, but
Okay.
offense. We need offense. Free agents. Go get Mike Evans. I think I think T Higgins got picked up on the franchise tag.
Yep, he wasn't going
Um,
nowhere.
yeah, if we can get Mike Evans before we go to the Texans or somewhere else, I'm cool with that. But we need offense. We got to get a whole new offensive line too, because a lot of them are leaving. But that's all we need. Defense is good.
Go ahead, Kinson.
Team needs. I think we need to expand our line, like our offensive line. I think that was a big need. I think we're cool on running backs. I think we need Keon Coleman.
Oh,
I think
really?
I'm just saying, we need a big body, you know what I'm saying, Calvin Johnson type. Go get the ball, man. Run across the middle. Go snag it for Lamar. I also think we need a corner to pair with Marlon because I think the thread's starting to come
He's
off
a
the
Patriot, brother.
thread's starting to come off the tires a little bit with Marlon, but I think we need to go get a number 2 corner. I think that's going to be a big need in the draft. But I trust the EDC, so he's going to handle business. That's all I got.
All right, Bill.
Our number one problem, everybody knows, we need a quarterback. Playing
JJ
as it
McCarthy.
is, we can't do it. We have Jarrett Stidham right now as our guy, and I don't want to watch the Broncos football if that's our quarterback for the season. I don't want to see that. Sorry, don't know the guy, don't hate him personally, nothing against him. But number two thing I think we really need is some more receivers because obviously we got to figure something out. We've been talking about trading Judy or Sutton. I love Cortland Sutton. I think he's our guy. He's our deep threat. Obviously, he shows every year that he can go up and get it. Jerry Judy, like Steve Smith said, that's a jag, just a regular guy. I'm tired of it. He hasn't reached the potential that we wanted out of him. He's just not doing what we need. I don't know if it's just because of the fit. Maybe he just doesn't fit in Denver. I think he'll be great somewhere else. He has the talent to be good. It's just not working here in Denver. Like it just hasn't worked. He hasn't done much. And then number 3, we need some pass rushers. We haven't had a double-digit sack, have a player have double-digit sacks since 2018. So we haven't had nobody since Von Miller's left. We have some good young guys with Brandon Browning and what's his other guy's name? And Jonathan Cooper. I really like those two. I saw them this year a lot, how they kind of stepped up. I noticed they just let the young guys kind of go wild, just let them get after it a little bit, and it worked. Obviously, I think they're better rotational players. Like you putting them in every once in a while. We switch defenses, whether it's a 3-4 or 4-3. But I think we really need a true pass rusher to get on the edge again and really set up this defense. Because our corners, I feel good at secondary. It would be nice to get another cornerback to match up with Surtain over there. But for the most part, we do well with the secondary with Simmons back there.
You mean future Philadelphia Eagle Patrick Surtain?
No. We're gonna give him everything we got. And if he walks away at the end of the day, then so be it. But we're gonna try and make that man a Bronco for life if we can. We'll give him a house. We'll give him half the stadium if we need to. We'll do whatever we got to. But we want to keep him around. So those are the 3 things I think we need the most. Quarterback, obvious. Defensive pass rushers. We just need somebody to get to that quarterback because the secondaries will take care of business themselves. Yeah.
49ers needs. Or not only the 49ers, you do the Panthers too.
So I'll start with the 49ers. This might sound crazy, but it's time to break that up.
I agree.
Yeah, it's they've had 2 Super Bowl appearances in a short amount of time. Haven't been able to answer the call on neither one. You're 1 year older with that offensive line. It's time to get what you can get from a couple of those players so that you can kind of start rebuilding something to be competitive. Because if we stand pat 2 years from now, they really gonna suck. So And that's tough to take when you're a fan. The Carolina Panthers, I don't know what the hell is going on over there. I'm not happy with management decisions. I'm not happy with the coaching decision. I'm not happy with anything that they're trying to put together because they almost seem like they just trying to be enough or do enough to do well in their division. And that's crazy because Atlanta's not good at all. New Orleans is not good at all. You're talking about 4 teams that are just straight garbage. And the fact that they don't really have a repeat, I don't know, team that can go back, win the division, and then go back and win it again, it's just a sign of how bad that division is. I don't know what's going to happen with Tampa because if Tampa loses Mike Evans, well, that'll do it for them. And all of a sudden, what's the quarterback name? Baker Mayfield. He'll look totally different without Mike Evans. So I think the things that they need to do.
This kid's a guy.
This kid's the guy right there.
I'm sorry. But, he's only had one good year. And how long has he been in the league? 5 years?
6 years.
Yeah. So, and last year was his best year. So
his rookie year, and that was it.
Okay, that's fair. Look at the situation he was in, though.
He was in a bad situation.
No, he wasn't.
He was in a bad situation. In Cleveland,
he had the best O-line. He had Nick Chubb. He had Odell and Jarvis Landry.
As strong as Nick Chubb is one play away from an injury that will end his season every single year.
Nick Chubb is the greatest football player we've ever seen when he's not wearing gloves. I stand by that.
That is just not. You've been smoking.
He's a reincarnation of Jim Brown without the gloves on. Trust.
No, stop it.
I'm telling you. Why should Nick Chubb? No.
He can't even stay healthy.
No. Not that. I'm not talking about that. I mean, I understand, him not being healthy versus his case. I'm just talking about when he's on the field, Nick Chubb is one of the best we have ever seen. I don't know how.
Dog, that is so not true. That's so not true. I think Nick Chubb is a very good running back. But he is nowhere near the best we've ever seen. About that.
Well, we're going to agree to disagree. Nick Chubb, my guy. Nick Chubb with no gloves is the greatest football player. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's it. But I guess in a nutshell, I have no idea about the Panthers. Because when you have that many needs, you can only pluck off a little bit of fruit at a time. We've already lost our number 1 pick for that craziness that they did with Chicago. I don't get none of that. So you're probably 2 years away from starting to get players that can help you win games on a regular basis. And that's tough.
Get rid of David Tepper.
Yeah.
There you go. Now, it's hard to get rid of the money, man, but he need to go on into something else. Buy a basketball team or something.
Don't let him do that neither.
No,
he need to get away. He need to get away from sports. He just need to get away from sports. All right. So this team, the Philadelphia Eagles, they don't need a lot. They about three people away. First things first, you got to find somebody to throw on the other side from Darius Slay. You got to throw somebody on the other side that is competent and it can tackle. Because the rookies that we got can't tackle. I don't know what happened. They can cover. Eli Ricks and Ringo was getting cooked. Eli Ricks and somebody else was out there. They was balling on defense and then got juked out their shoes by James Conner of all people. So I'm dead serious. I was about to turn the game off after that. So definitely DB help. I got you. Because I've been seeing stuff about us bringing back Gardner Johnson, so I'm cool with that. So bring him back. He might say today. The linebacker room is one of the worst. Not one of the worst. It is the worst linebacker unit in the league. And after watching the playoffs, it confirms something I've been yelling for the last 4 years. If you don't draft in the linebacker room, you will not win. If we look at the final 4 teams in the playoffs, what was their linebacker rooms look like?
Solid.
Greenlaw and Fred Warner. Patrick Queen, Roquan Smith.
No.
What's Bolton? I can't remember the other guy.
Bolton and Gay.
Bolton and Gay. I'm like, bro, what? And you see, and what's funny is Eagles fans on Twitter was like, yo, you see what happens when you have great linebacker play? You can win games. When you trotting out Nathan Gary and me, it's not gonna work. So it just don't work. So
Darius Leonard washed up.
there,
Sorry.
and what's crazy is his body just can't keep up. Darius
Yeah.
Leonard got his mental there. He know where everything going. His body just can't keep up with him. Now I don't know if that's because
did it to him, bro.
yeah, I don't know if that's because he don't have he didn't have enough time because he did get signed in the middle of the season. And he's coming off an injury. So I don't know where he is and if they bring him back, how he gonna be. So I'm not upset with Darius Leonard. I was like, he just not himself. So that's 2. 3. And this is something that probably might sound crazy, but it makes sense. Wide receiver number 3. Now, when Quez Watkins is my wide receiver 3, and we running screens to him, and he picked the wrong lane, that tell me something. That tell me you ain't paying attention. That boy stinks, okay? He is one of the, I ain't even gonna say worse. He's not one of the worst. He don't give no effort. And that's the problem that Eagles fans have with Quez Watkins. When he out there on the field, it's too many times where he'll get into a situation where he's one-on-one with somebody and he just like won't play the football. Like he be like on his feet, like on the feet planted on the ground, expecting to make a jump ball play without leaving the ground. Like he's one of them guys. And I'm like, dude, you are fast. We give you credit for that. But you can't catch, you can't track the ball, and you don't go get the ball. So 3 out of the 4 most important things that a receiver needs, you don't have. Like at all. So it's time. He won't be here next year, most likely. If he is, he'll be wide receiver number 5. Because Julio Jones having 2 touchdowns in a game is something that none of us expected. But he has slowly climbed up to number 3, which is unacceptable. So
How many more years y'all think Julio got?
2 max.
2 max, yeah.
Say 1.
like, bro, like
injury away from setting it down.
We was all talking about some two touchdowns to Julio Jones in a game in 2024. Like, come on, because Quez Watkins can't catch the ball. So
Julio got some payments to make off. He just trying to get a little bit more money to pay.
That man is just on the team just to collect paychecks, and they actually threw him out there. They was like, oh, he can catch still, man. Now, real quick on Quez Watkins, him and Devontae Smith should have switched spots because I swear on everything I love, if I watch Devontae Smith block for another screen, whether it be for a running back or a wide receiver, I'm punching the screen that I'm watching. This is unacceptable. Now, because he got hurt, I'm like, so you put him in a bad. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm done.
On a tangent.
Watching Devontae Smith block bothers me.
A Heisman receiver.
One of the best, most sure-hand receivers in the league. Why don't you just run the screen to him? Wouldn't that just make more sense?
We get some yak.
Like, what are we doing? Idiots. Incompetent people calling plays. Coaches make playing football hard. That's it. So